The program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trends, with norm challenging brands, paving the way to be next generation business leaders. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, connecting you to the future. Hosted by business and transformation mentor Rolly Bagaspas, franchise and business coach Don Senita, and beauty and business maven Muriel Villanueva, together with Mr. Millennial JP Morales and Agri and Youth Advocate Colin Valliaban. Jump into the business revolution. This is your Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only here on Big Media.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all our viewers across the Philippines and all over the world. Welcome to Season 21 of Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. I am Don Sunita, your anchor for this afternoon. You are watching us live via Facebook and YouTube, web streaming, and digital radio from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. as we give you the latest in business and trends, changing the way we do retail and services in the Philippines. Let's get right on the program. Please allow me to welcome my passionate co-anchor, our in-house beauty and business maven, Miss Muriel Villanueva. Hi, Muriel. Good afternoon.
Hi, Don. Good afternoon. And hello, and a pleasant afternoon, of course, to everyone watching us. Maraming salamat for once again spending your Sunday afternoon with us. No, we are streaming live through Facebook with Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, Talk Shop Asia Retail Industries Group, and our program partners, the Philippine Retailers Association Official, FranCorp Philippines, U Franchise Asia, Filipino International Franchising Association, and the Association of Filipino Franchisers Inc., as well as through the ASEAN Youth Organization Philippines Facebook pages. Syempre, we would gladly hear from everyone today, no? Just comment in your comments in our live streaming, and we will make sure to, shout out or get it across throughout the show. Syempre, Don, no? To complete our Sunday, let us call on our co-host, of course, the Agri and Youth Advocate, Colleen Laliaban, and our Mr. Millennial, JP Morales. Hi, guys!
Hi everyone, good afternoon.
Hi everyone, good afternoon.
Ayun, kompleto tayo. So, masaya na naman to. Okay. So, yeah, we are seeing
Yes!
on screen, of course, our episode poster for this afternoon. Kaya naman, very exciting ito siya kasi we are looking back on the season that was. It was, it was a very fun, very insightful, and very inspiring three months, no? What do you think, Maria?
Ang bilis, no? Who would have think, no? Talagang, and we were able to really embrace yung digital, all forces tayo. And syempre this season, no? It's extra because of course, this is the first season na joined tayo with JP and Colleen, no?
What are your thoughts, JP? Kamusta naman ang experience now for the past 3 months that we have, we've had esteemed guests here in the program? What was that like for you?
Alam mo Don, very exciting siya. And of course, ang dami kong insightful learnings na natutunan. And of course, yung mga backstory ng mga businesses na never mo na-imagine na ganun pala sila nagsimula. And now, look at them. They are already big. Napakaganda.
It's true, no?
And what about you, Colleen? Siyempre, yung ating youngest member of our hosting deck.
Yes, I may be the youngest, but we are all young at heart naman, for sure. Diba? Syempre, this season really has given me a lot of, new knowledge about how business works. And frankly, as someone who's not from this industry, who's, alien yung concepts and everything, it's so much knowledge that I want to apply. So I'm really excited for the season ender today.
Totoo yun, ano? At what's also good, Muriel, is that this season, very wide yung range ng ating mga guests na nag-join sa atin. No? What do you think about that?
Totoo. Alam mo, ang one thing na nagustuhan ko nga, dahil you mentioned, iba-iba yung na-guest natin, nagpa-unlock sa atin this season. At least, di ba, we were able to, kumbaga, peel a layer or two dun sa mga homegrown brands natin, to new brands, to, brands na talagang, out of the universe, di ba? We've had that also. So, it's really nice. It was, wow, punong-puno yung season natin that has been.
At busog na busog tayo, JP, hindi ba?
Yes, ako.
Oo nga pala. Ito yung season na every Sunday natin ginugutom yung mga sarili natin, no?
Totoo yun. We also had some guests in the agri industry. So what was that like for you naman, Colleen?
Yeah, definitely. Some of them are, the most remarkable people I've ever talked to. Ganyan. And it's on different levels of the industry, as Muriel said din kanina, no? Like from the grassroots up to their communities. And best of all, the advocacy in itself. I feel like that's one of the biggest kudos to the program talaga, is getting to know their advocacies and making it work to be a sustainable industry.
Totoo yun, ano? And it was really a insight-filled season, no? It was a season that passed, but it passed not in vain, no? Because we are going to look back this afternoon on the amazing journey of these brands and their inspiring insights, no? As we all together emerge stronger, no? Kaya naman this season ender episode natin, it's gonna be a memorable, very, very insightful experience for all of us this afternoon. Marielle?
Totoo, no? As always, as every Sunday is, no, I look forward to revisiting some of the best moments of this season, syempre, with their inspiring quotes and advices, no, and wisdom from our guest panel. But first, of course, let's get to know one emerging CEO for this afternoon, no, from our refreshingly zesty brand Lemonology.
Right, of course. It's indeed, this is 3 months worth of learning. Kaya naman we're very excited to share all this with all our viewers. Kaya make sure everybody please tune in here at Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, because here at Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, we are jumping into the business revolution. Kaya we will be right back.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia. Asia Next Gen. Empower your mind. Be informed dahil lamang ang may alam. Knowing the latest trends and issues in the society. Feed your mind with information that are reliable, fresh, and straight from the experts. Be involved here in the conversations with Chester Kidlat, broadcasting live in big media. This is The Conversations. For harnessing luck and success in doing business. This is Philippine Business Feng Shui at your service. Sa ikaunlad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan. Hosted by your partner in luck, Master Adric Dalumpines. Every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. See you on our next learning modules for luck in business. Only here on Big Media. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. A clear vision is a ticket to your destination. Journey through success with the inspiring business insights of our emerging CEOs. Jump into the business revolution with Talk Shop Asia Next Gen.
Welcome back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Please make sure to tune in with Big Media PH and V81 Radio Manila and follow our programs throughout the week. We are sure that whatever interest you are into, we have it for you. We would like also to greet our friends from the Philippine Retailers Association, Ms. Evelyn Balmeo Salire and Ms. Rosemary Ong for being a longtime partner of Talk Shop Asia.
Yes, no, this afternoon doon, no, let us take a break naman, a refreshing break. Sobrang init ng panahon, no? By knowing more about Lemonology, a fruit juice store that offers fresh fruit realness. Lemonology is another brand that strategically grew in time of the pandemic through the tandem of husband and wife. Now, with us this afternoon to share more about this thirst-quenching brand, the brain, the mother, and the owner of Lemonology, our emerging CEO feature for today, Raquel May Higuti. Hi, Raquel. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Don and Mariel.
Hi, Raquel. Good
Thank you for having me
afternoon.
here.
Sure, of course.
Yes, pleasure to have you here. So, sakto, di ba? Sa init ng panahon, and then we have you today, no? But please share with us, no? How did Lemonology begin and ano ang story behind this brand?
Okay, sure. So, are we going to start na? Kasi excited na ako magkwento.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Lemonology has been in the business since 2016, but it was named Healthy Lemon, and it was started by my husband. So, before, nasa Pasay lang kami, and then we were on the sidewalks, ganyan, na cart. So, that is how it started. And then syempre last year, the market was so strong. Lahat tayo tindera last year, ECQ, di ba?
True.
So, sabi ko, paano kaya tayo makikilala or how can the people remember us? Kasi iba-iba ng pangalan and then we offer the same product. So sabi ko namin, I mean, nag-try lang kami sa Canva mag-curate ng logo. As in, nag-try lang kami. And then we came up with this one, yung Lemonology na plain black and white. And then, since mahilig kasi ako manood ng RuPaul's Drag Race, mga baklaan syenes ko. So, yung Squeeze the Day, medyo nakuha ko doon.
Yeah.
Tapos, and then eventually, niregister ko siya sa DTI as new business. So, it was considered a baby business last April 2020. And then, that is how we had this new logo na it was designed by Art Ministry from DTI. So,
Wow.
ayan. So, me and my husband, we both are working before sa hospital. He is a nurse and I am a rad tech by profession. And of course, at some point, paano ba? Medyo OC kami when it comes to health. Kasi syempre, I have seen many patients. He has seen many patients.
Yeah.
So, we are very parang strict ba when it comes to health. So, Lemonology means the study of lemons, and we at Lemonology really do study the benefits of the products before we release it for sale. So that is one na we take pride in. So that is how Lemonology started. It started with us na iniisip lang namin, how can we be remembered by the people? Actually, yung logo ko na yan, naiinis pa ako kasi ibabasa dyan, Lemon Logi o di kaya Lemon Logi. Kasi hindi mo kang di ba yung flask? So, ayun,
Oo, but
that is
that
one
is
of
the
our,
beauty of that is the beauty of branding also, which very
oo.
personal touch pala, no, from beginning to to existence tong Lemonology, talagang
Mm-mm.
tandem. Pero what do you think makes Lemonology different, no, from the other stores that offers the same? Sabi mo nga, ang dami niyong flavors, ang sarap ng mga
Mm.
flavors niyo. Why do you think is it a hit also to the market?
Okay. So, ako kasi, I personally, parang nanonood ako ng webinars from mga franchise consultancies, and then I have listened to Sir Don, and honestly, I am guilty. We used heavy syrup on our strawberry and blueberry before. Pero we have created something na medyo magagamit na namin yung real fruit. Actually, I was about to share it on our social media because me and my husband, since nga had an accident, so we had all the time in our kitchen, we made something na we will make use of real blueberry and strawberry. So, ngayon, that is one of the things that we are posting, are really using ngayon na we are now using real fruits talaga. Not just the parang syrup before. Kasi yung syrup, medyo lasang gamot naman talaga. So, and then also, before kasi we had a stall in Bureau of Customs, the people there are very, paano ba to? Very strict with their diet. And most of them kasi parang sugar challenge. So, I think that is one na inadapt namin over time. So, we made sure na we are going to give them only the best and the healthy. Yung, kumbaga, hindi nila kami masisisi na, uminom ako ng juice na yan, tumaas yung sugar ko. So what we do, we replace it with either stevia or equal, yung drinks for their sweeteners, whichever is their preference. And then, ayun, we really do, paano ba? Our pride is with also other fruits like avocado and guayabano. Sobrang nire-recognize talaga siya ng mga bumibili. So, I'm very proud of this product kasi ito yung mga napagtitripan ko lang sa kitchen and then nabebenta namin and then people loves it. Ganon. So,
Yes, pero 'di ba, it only proves to show na when you really play around your creativity and you do not stop in exploring the product that you already have, marami pa, meron at meron kang madidiscover that would, improve along the way and be able to, for you to cater sa market mo, no? With that said, no,
Mm-mm.
how about yung shifts during the pandemic? Sabi mo, kaka 1 year lang pala ni Lemonology, tama? So,
Yes,
saktong
yes.
pandemic, no? How was it during the pandemic? What were the shifts that you embraced para maka-across kayo sa market?
So before kasi, ayan, we had physical store. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, wala kami halos pagkakilanlan, ganon. So we just make use of what we parang naiisip namin. So we close all our stores and then meron din kami sa LRT, Bureau of Customs, Pasay, and other areas. All those physical stores closed. So what happened was, buntis yung isa kong staff and then meron ako magkapatid na staff who are staying with us. Sabi ko, nakakaawa naman kung mag-stop sila ng income and ang padala sa family nila just because we needed to stop our operations during the pandemic. So what happened was, ayun nga, nag-try ako na mag-sell online and then nag-try din ako with Food Panda and GrabFood. So, nagulat din ako kasi over time, in a span of 2 to 3 months, nag-grow na yung sales namin. So, we started lang sa bahay kasi di ba bawal lumabas. And then, of course,
Yes.
nagko-cost cutting kami kasi talagang we needed to pay the rentals nung mga previous stores namin. We still needed to pay the 3 months na naka-close kami. So, what happened was, sabi ko, sige, mag-operate tayo dito sa bahay. So, pinull out ko lahat ng stocks na nasa previous stores and then, nag-try lang ako sa bahay, nag-try lang ako sa Facebook, tamang post lang ako ng for sale, ganito, ganyan. And then, eventually, I got into Food Panda and GrabFood. And then, ayun, everything was parang going along fine. This is our weekly sales in one store, which is Tondo. We reach 100,000 in sales in a week. And that is our golden standard as of now. Pero of course, we are seeking higher pa rin naman at some point. Kaso dahil nga not all people naman is, paano ba, umu-order na ngayon dahil may mga malls na, at
Yeah.
some point, nagpa-fluctuate pa rin naman yung sales. And then, that is how we started during the pandemic. Nag-start lang din
But-
kami ng pasimpleng post.
Oo, but at least you were able to, di ba? Ibig sabihin, masarap talaga yung produkto kasi may tumangkili. Kasi not everyone, I'm sure you both will agree, hindi lahat na nag-try ng, not lucky enough to be able to, have a good go during the pandemic.
Mhm.
Ikaw,
Yes.
during the height of the pandemic, that was the time that you really, sige, game tayo dyan, no? So, with that, you were also able to develop the franchise program. Tama? Now you're offering a business opportunity of Lemonology. Tell us about
Yeah.
it.
So, ayun nga, it started kasi na parang I can see people na they have savings, let's say mga around 20,000, 30,000, and then they want to do a business and yet they don't know how to start. Or parang, before kasi ng pandemic, we were actually planning on how to parang create our franchise system or business system. And then may mga iba na talaga na waiting na sa amin even before the pandemic. So what happened was I attended sa mga seminars with Francorp and your franchise, and then I was actually going to sign up na, but then something happened, something came up, and then what happened was I read the books. So I relied on these books, itong mga to. And then I was searching online, and then ayun, so we started yung franchise ng very limited lang yung amount. Gusto ko lang naman talaga na makilala si Lemonology. So yun yung parang pinaka-focus ko at that time is makilala siya and then ma-share namin kung paano namin ginagawa yung business. Kasi at some point naman talagang it worked for us. So we are still guiding them on how it will work for them. So yung sa franchise na yan, yung fee na yan, actually parang very little lang yung franchise fee kasi we haven't computed pa like Citrus Zone, Right Tea, like the other brands, kung paano, di ba? So,
Yeah.
dito, more on, we are just sharing how to run the business and we are supplying them the business para uniform kami ng products. So, that is how the franchise started. So, we still have a long way to go para maging talagang
Totoo
bongga
naman.
kami.
A long way to
Mm.
go, but definitely with the brand, with the quality. And yan nga, we can see naman, no, Don, we can see na you are not stopping at where you are now. You are exploring. And with the
Mm-mm.
right guidance yan, marami tayo dyan. Sabi mo nga, you're enrolled to different government agencies that will always
Mm-mm.
equip our MSMEs to move forward kasi lahat tayo yan ang goal ngayon. No? I'm sure in a few months time, in a few years time, makikita namin si Lemonology in every corner of the city. No? But with that,
Oh, yeah.
no,
We all
what,
naman, ano, we all naman start small, no? We all start small, and then we move up, no? And then we level up as we go along, no? So I think that's very admirable, no? On the end of Limonology, that you're able to weather the challenges of the quarantine.
oo, di ba?
Thank
Baby
you.
steps, surely, but
Mm-mm.
di ba? Slowly but
Yes.
surely, as we say, no? So,
Yes. Ang hirap kasi magkamali eh.
totoo naman. Pero hindi rin tayo
Mm.
matututo pag hindi rin natin, we will not
Oo.
face these challenges and
Mm.
mistakes. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Hindi rin tayo matututo. I'm sure, go tayo dyan, no? So, we are looking forward to, of course, seeing the forward and the building, diba? The stronger franchise of Lemonology that is next for Lemonology. Please, no, Raquel, do invite our viewers where they can order your healthy drinks and mga bago mong products that
Okay.
you're about to launch and where to inquire for your franchise packages.
Okay. Bali, yung Lemonology is now, we now have in Tondo, in Sampaloc, in Imus Cavite, Magalang Pampanga, Angeles Pampanga. We have in Caloocan, Mandaluyong, in Plaridel, Bulacan, in Bamban, Tarlac, and in Makati. So, yung mga nasa areas na to, you can order from us sa Food Panda. So, sa GrabFood, dalawa pa lang kasi nasa GrabFood. It is Tondo and Sampaloc. And then the rest, di ba kasi yung ibang places like Pampanga, they have their own couriers ng food like Mangan.ph, ganon. They are present in those platforms. And then when it comes to the franchise, you can message us here at Lemonology PH in Facebook. And then we are going to send a link on where you can parang fill up the details so that we can get to know you more a little bit. And then we are going to send the details afterwards. So si Lemonology, can we go back to I think the slide before this one, sorry.
Sure, yeah.
Ayan. So, si Lemonology, announce ko lang, announce sa mga future customers namin, no, na we are paano ba? We are parang available and we are friendly with all ages. So from bata hanggang sa mga standards natin, and then again we are the parang mga paano ba to? Sorry, I'm lost for words. We
You're
are
able to
the ones
cater,
na
no, to all
nakakakilik ng mga frontliners.
generations, kumbaga.
Mm-mm.
Oo. Kasi may
Etong
kids,
honey
kasi yung
ginger,
flavors nyo, di ba? Your
mm-mm.
flavors are
Actually,
quite
ito,
vast. Mm-hmm.
etong nasa picture na to, yung may parang luya ng pang tinola. Yung honey ginger lemonade namin. Yan, talagang for those na frontliners na kilala ko and mga random na
Yes.
nag-message lang, tinatanong nila talaga kami, is this made of real parang organic or real fruit, real honey, real ginger? Yes, the answer is yes. And then, what they will message us next is, ay, ang galing kasi COVID ward ako kanina, ganito, ganyan. And then, they have been taking this continuously and then it helped them now. So, I am very proud of our products. So, that's it
Okay.
for Lemonology.
Yes, we look forward. I'm sure in the coming months na mas marami pang flavors ang malulaunch mo. mas strengthen mo, of course, ang iyong franchise packages. And in return, no, you get to have more followers, cater more market, and be able to, give off livelihood and business opportunities to many, no? Sabi nga nila, no, when life gives you lemons, make lemonades. In this case, no, fruit juices ang ginawa. However, no, beyond making lemonades and drinks, no, I think Raquel and her husband seems to not take sour things in life sitting down, no. They discovered ways to rise and aim for refreshing sweet victories during the pandemic through lemonology. Right, Don?
I agree, Mariela. No? I mean, now more than ever, really health is wealth. No, okay, let's support products that help us boost our immune system. Indeed, it's very nice hearing about the refreshingly healthy story of limonology from a very young and very inspiring and very forward-looking CEO. No, congratulations, Raquel.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Don and Mariel.
Yes, thank you, Raquel, for sharing with us your story. And of course, wishing you the best. And we look forward, no, to seeing Lemonology out there more. Yan, no? And when Talk Shop Asia Next Gen returns, of course, no, we are diving right into the best of our season 21 with our segment Thinking Straight Ahead. That's coming right up after this very quick break. Thank you, Raquel.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen.
Over the years, franchising has been fulfilling entrepreneurs' dreams to multiply their success both locally and internationally. And with one franchise created every hour, the Philippines is now Asia's franchise capital. But what's the secret to franchise success?
Buying a franchise is the easiest and the most popular way to go into business because statistics shows that if you buy a successful franchise format, you have a 90% chance of success.
FranCorp has completed full franchise development programs of over 3,000 businesses worldwide, creating successful power brands that have become today's movers and shakers of the franchise industry.
FranCorp is a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs wanting to grow their brand through franchising.
Our group of consultants are internationally educated and trained, and they have real-world franchise experience. That's why we have the highest number of certified franchise executives in Asia.
FranCorp is behind the tremendous growth of franchising in the Philippines. FranCorp is behind the big brands that started small, if not micro, and now they're ready to go overseas.
We actually started with a small kiosk in 1992, and today, because of a professional world-class franchise system, we're all over the world.
FranCorp offers a complete range of services to assist franchisers.
FranCorp has prepared us properly to start our franchise operations, and the rest is history.
FranCorp continues to help businesses grow from one to many and to witness the unfolding of more franchise success stories. Are you ready to be the next? FranCorp.
Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Business is a fast-changing landscape, and information is key in adapting to the demands of the market. thinking forward, and staying relevant with the latest trends and insights to keep your business up to date with the times. Jump into the business revolution with TalkShop Asia Next Gen.
We would like to greet our friends from FranCorp. Grow your brands from one to many with the professional franchise consultancy services of FranCorp. We would also like to thank you, Franchise. If you're looking to start your business, contact you, Franchise, for a one-on-one franchise matching session that fits your interest and budget. Be your own boss.
Drink healthy with Citrazone. Now more than ever, health is wealth. Bring health to your communities with Citrazone franchise. Find Citrazone on Facebook and take advantage of the 2-in-1 franchise promo this season. And of course, we're excited to look back, Marielle, hindi ba, on the season that was with our segment entitled Thinking Straight Ahead, with the lessons that is and will always be relevant. To help us with the segment that's called Into the Spotlight are Mr. Millennial JP Morales. Hi, JP. Good afternoon.
Hi, Don and Muriel. Good afternoon. Of course, sa mga nanonood sa atin, it's a very sunny afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Oo nga.
Amazing. So yeah, are you ready? Mag-run through na ba tayo ng ating best moments of season 21? Season 21?
Yes,
Yes,
madami
ready,
yan.
ready.
Alam mo, actually, we actually had a lot of materials to pick from, no? Kaya lang kasi we are
Oo.
pressed for time. Kaya we only had time to accommodate very few. Pero if it was up to us, lahat sana i-run through natin. Hindi ba? Kaya siguro it will take us
Oo.
3 hours to do that, no? So that being said, Joms, can we flash on screen? Okay. So yeah, welcome of course to Thinking Straight Ahead segment for this afternoon. Let's start with our first slide. Okay, so we have on screen right now Mr. JP Soliman. Okay, so he is one of the lead of Union Bank Global Linker, which is one of the partners of TalkShop Asia. So we had JP on the program last February 21. This was our pilot episode for season 21.
Yes.
And one of the things that JP said was, magkapangalan pa pala talaga kayo, JP
Oo
Morales.
nga, pati spelling, no?
Oo nga.
One
Same na
of the things
same.
that he said that really resonated with us is he said that we have to help our MSMEs to start thriving. We have to get the wheels rolling because that is what is important. We did the learning part in 2020, and this 2021 is a time to thrive. What do you think about this, Marielle?
Oo, no, of course, from one of, sabi mo nga, our season 21 program partner, JP, no, and Global Linkers. So, alam mo, this phrase, no, as cliche as it sounds, but thriving is indeed the only way to go, no, with all that is going on, no. Yun, syempre, glad that we have Union Bank Global Linkers. They are the one who paved the way to a lot of MSMEs to do just that, no. What do you think, JP?
Yes, and I have to agree with that. Ano? And of course, nakakatawa rin tingnan na we have these agencies who are helping, especially the micro enterprises. Imagine, we are composed of how many? 96% of the economy, no? If mawala ito, yung majority dito, how will we work, di ba? So nakakatawa. And of course, thriving really ang kailangan natin ngayon.
I have to agree, no? I mean, the pandemic really brought in a lot of people, no? The resources they had, they extended it to everybody. And we're thankful to companies like Union Bank, Global Linker, who helped a lot of micro, small, and medium enterprises. Also, government agencies like DTI. Also, one of our program partners, PDRF, was also very instrumental in the success and the thriving of the micro, small, and medium enterprise. Tsaka totoo to, kasi di ba, 2020, people were at a loss, no? How to navigate things. Kaya ang daming webinars. And so we had all the luxury of time back then to attend the webinars. Now we put these learning into action. Amazing, no? This was a very good jump off point for our season 21. Let's go to our next slide, please. Okay. So for this episode naman, we had Mitzi Uy Chan. She's the founder of Mori Notes. So according to Mitzi, this was our episode about purposeful business. No? So the business of advocacy According to Mitzi, it's very important to have social mission because it creates a culture of compassion within the community. Everybody learns to use their gifts and skills to bless others. Second, it gives a deeper sense of purpose that provides intrinsic motivation. And lastly, you have nothing to lose if you add a social mission to help. What do you think, JP?
Yes, I know. Actually, there's this saying by Mark Twain, there are two greatest moments in life. The first one, the moment you were born, and the second one, the moment you discovered the reason why. Especially sa sinabi ng guest natin, ni Mitzi, kapag ka nalaman mo yung mission mo, it gives a deeper meaning. And of course, when you do business, nakakatuwa rin na hindi ka lang basta nagne-negosyo. You get to help other people, especially in this time of the pandemic. What do you think, Mariel?
Oo, no, this episode about advocacy and communities, no, of course, Mitzi reminded us, no, that, being able to give back when you are able makes, sabi mo nga, everything more meaningful in every way, no? And sabi nga nila, no, giving is not just making donations. It's about making a difference. In this case, no, sa livelihood ng mas nakararami.
Oo, totoo yun, not just Mitzi, actually, we had also on the program from Little Coffee.
Yes,
Sila naman,
farmers.
yeah, sila naman, their advocacy is really helping the farmers. So I think, that's true eh. It gives a, deeper purpose sa business mo when you know that you're not just there for the profit, hindi ba? You are uplifting others through your business, may it be you tap them as your supplier, o kaya naman they get a proceed of your sales. So, it's always good to help out, no? It feeds your soul, no? It not just, that means
Yes.
the business not just feeds your body, but it also feeds your soul. Kaya, kudos to all businesses who has integrated into their businesses a social mission, no? So, next slide, please. Okay, so we have naman here, this was also the same episode as that of Mitzi. We have here Amri Dizon. She is the founder of Vital Strats Creative Solutions. No, according to Amri, any business has to create value. Supporting causes reinforces what is important to the organization, the values they believe in. Businesses have the power to create momentum, push movement, and influence change. Let us take advantage of this in order to do good and give back. What do you think, Maria?
Nako, no, Amre, ito talaga another next generation leader of her time, no? Talaga naman. Here she acknowledged the vital role of technology in businesses, no? Along with its ability to create change that, can and should be in a good faith, no? To do good and same, to give back sa nakararami. What do you think, JP?
Yes, of course, and I have to agree with that, especially to Amre. If you know how to use that technology and you have that leadership skills, definitely you can wield it very well. And of course, marami kang matutulungan tao, lalo na if you use it for the better good of everyone.
That's true.
You know what, guys? I have to say, Amri has got to be one of my favorite young guests that we had on the program. Kasi you can see the passion. And
Exactly.
aside from that, yung kanilang cause is not just relevant in the time of the pandemic. It's relevant actually pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. They're an
Yeah,
advocate
it
of
would be all.
LGBTQIA, hindi ba? Which is, it talks about, giving equal opportunity to everybody, non-discrimination, and I think that's very relevant in whatever time in history we are in, hindi ba? So yeah, so and I think what is also good with them is they involve talaga their employees in this. Even I think the complement of their business is also mostly LGBTQIA. Kaya you really see them
Yes.
living advocacy, hindi ba? So yeah,
Correct.
amazing job from Vital Strats. Next slide, please. Okay, so dito naman, this was an episode on local ingenuity entitled Eat, Shop, Love Local. Actually itong season natin na to, we have really dedicated several episodes on supporting local products. For this particular episode, we had Rodel Sinapilo. He is the general manager of Coco Deli. Now, so according to Rodell, supporting local businesses is not just important, it is critical in order to sustain the economy. In the same way, businesses should also take it upon ourselves to deliver quality products so that the customers get the value they are paying for. We have to give them a reason to buy our products. What are your thoughts on this, JP?
Yes, actually, ito yung exact quote na hinahanap ko eh. Actually, if you have noticed, Japan, Korea, they patronize their own local products. What if tayo, we patronize our own local products? Imagine yung magrarating ng ating bansa. And of course, the economy, magbo-boom yan. And of course, yung mga products naman natin, they are export quality. They are being loved in other countries. Why not pagtangkilikin natin? What do you think, Mariel?
Oo, no, Coco Deli is a homegrown brand from the province of Quezon. No, talaga naman, they really maximized yung yaman ng coconut dun sa area na yon, no. Rodel noted of how important it is also to always stay true to the brand quality. No, you were able to maximize what you have, stay true to the quality to be able to deliver to your market. Importante yon, no?
Tama, totoo yan. I think I also have to drive this into the conversation. I think one important thing na sinabi din ni Rodel here is that, of course, we are calling into our consumers to support local. But tayo naman, as local suppliers, local business, it is also our responsibility to deliver quality to the customers. Kasi, di ba, at the end of the day, they're paying for the service or the product, and these are their hard-earned money, di ba? Kaya for them to keep coming back to you and for them to, continuously patronize your products, you have to make sure that you are delivering what they want and what they need. Kaya, di ba, if we are calling on our consumers to support us, we should also take it upon ourselves to make sure that the products we give them are of world-class quality, which I think is not impossible because Filipinos really are capable of delivering world quality products. No, Jobs, next slide. Okay, so we have here. This is another episode wherein we advocated about supporting local products. From going into local, we now go into regional. Mas ano na to siya, mas focus na. We had on the program is Eloisa Diga. She is the founder of Session Groceries. If you remember, sila yung parang consolidator of agri-products from up north. Hindi ba? So, yeah, and they developed a mobile platform that can be used by the local farmers throughout the Philippines. According to Eloisa, our partnership with farmers aims to empower them to make use of technology and to dream and think bigger as an entrepreneur. Our concept is to educate them so that they can inspire the other farmers. They are able to uplift their lives in their communities. Riel, what are your thoughts on this insight from Eloisa?
Oo, no, another inspiring brand, no, Eloisa and Session Groceries. Of course, they paved the way for our local farmers, especially during the pandemic, no, through technology also. She also made it her mission to educate them and equip them more in the business side, no? Syempre to uplift the livelihood and the standard of living sa ating mga local farmers, no? That we owe a lot to, lalo na during the pandemic. And always, kasi yan ang natin, source of food natin, di ba? What do you think, JP?
Yes, and of course, that is correct. And imagine if educated na sila, imagine na lang, mas gaganda lalo yung mga produces nila, no?
Mm-hmm. Alam mo, totoo, when we talk about, the farmers, they are the source of our food, and yet sila yung kadalasang naiiwan with the growth in the economy, Their products are bought from them at a very low price, and then middle persons, traders get the bulk of the income. Though sila ang nag-put in ng major of the labor, no? So I think, and usually the problem there is because they don't have the access to machinery or technology, kaya hindi nila na ma-maximize yung opportunity. So I think tama yung direction that Session Grocers is driving at. They are developing farmers to be entrepreneurs. Kasi syempre pag entrepreneur ka, you just don't think about, selling your products and then after that, that's it. Tapos tanim ka na lang ulit, no? They actually educate them about financial management. Um, Marielle and JT, I don't know if you remember this. She also mentioned something about farmers being intimidated to go into the banks. Kaya hindi sila
Yes.
nakakapag-loan.
Yes,
As
Di
oo.
ba?
simple as to open yung bank account nila,
Mm.
di ba? Or even to reply, she mentioned that, di ba? Even to reply na simple inquiry sa text, medyo hesitant sila. So, it was really nice of Eloise and Session Groceries to, step up in the need na hindi natin naririnig sa side ng mga farmers.
Mhm.
Tama.
Totoo yun, ano. And siguro ano din, I think we also have to give props then to the Department of Agriculture in the North
Yes.
kasi Session Groceries has also been working with them to bring this
Yes.
technology to our local farmers. So, and aside from that, I think Session Grocers is growing even more, di ba? They've expanded just from the North. They are also able to deliver now to majority of Metro Manila. They're also tapping into farmers in the Visayas and Mindanao. So I think we are gonna be seeing a lot more from Session Groceries in the next month. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, so we also have here during this episode, we just represent, we had Cal May Mambuay Kampong. She is the manager and co-owner of Babu Kwan Halal Restaurant. She hails all the way from Cagayan de Oro. Hindi ba? So she said naman during that episode, which is very memorable, it is important that we use scientific and data-based systems that are applicable to our locale because trends change. Now, once in a while, we need to evaluate and constantly try and try because the moment we stop trying, we are letting go of good things that are bound to happen. So, what are your thoughts on this, JP?
Actually, this is a very powerful message, ano? If you stop trying, hindi mo na maaabot yung mga good things that are bound to happen to you. Imagine na lang, if you still keep on trying, especially this time of the pandemic, I know yung iba dyan, parang ayoko na ituloy, parang sa tsaka na lang. But, kita
Oo.
mo, hindi mangyayari sa yung mga good things, di ba? What do you think, Mariel?
Oo, no, si Babu Cal. Nalaman natin ang Babu is auntie. So si Babu Cal, no,
Oh, so it's also nice to learn
Tama.
about the culture of Muslim culture, hindi ba?
Oo, di ba? Nagutom rin tayo dito dun sa halal food na we did not expect na, yung sasarap, di ba? So, yan, no? She reminded us na, sabi nyo nga, it's a constant trial and study. Even if you've already established your brand, no? It is a must. Kasi ever-changing ang trends and demands ng industry and market. So, yun at yun lang ang kailangan pag-aralan para mas ma-improve mo rin what you already have.
Mm-hmm. Totoo yun. Maria, let's also, commend Cal. Kasi she was one of the first few businesses in Mindanao that put up a community pantry.
Community
actually
pantry
help.
for that region.
Hindi ba? What are your thoughts on that, Mariel? I think it was Mariel who told me na parang doon, sila Cal nag-set up ng community pantry, nakakabilib. So what do you think when you read that article about
Nakakatuwa, no? Having the first hand, being able to talk to her and nakita mo yung passion niya on helping out, di ba, during this segment of hers, no? That community pantry, nakakatuwa kasi halal food also. So still, she remained in her vision and yung purpose ng business niya of serving good food, good quality food. Now, mas shinare niya yung blessings niya. So it was really nice that sabi ko, uy, si Cal, sabi ko, we had her in one of our segment in Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Oh, JP, you were the one who handled her
Yes, oo.
segment.
Yes, oo. I remember nung kinikwento niya yun, napakagaling.
Oo, di ba? Tsaka, it makes you proud. It makes you proud, to be in the presence of leaders who katulad nung kanina natin na they think outside of their businesses in order to really help everybody. Hindi ba? So yeah, I think this this is the first segment of our first part rather of our thinking straight ahead, and we have more coming up. Kaya naman, Mariel, What do you think of our first lineup of quotes?
Nako, no, kung hindi ka wala kang mapili. Everything, lahat talaga naman worth keeping. Lahat ng nila, quotes and words of wisdom. And I look forward to the next batch, of course.
Totoo. What about you, JP?
Yes, actually, iisa lang yung message nilang gusto sabihin lahat. Let's strive together and let's help one another. Yun yung one-liner message nilang lahat. As for me.
Totoo, no? I mean, you know what? In every episode that we do, normally it's 3 to 4 quotable quotes that we get, no? And lahat to sila are all valuable. Kaya lang talaga, if not for the time, if we had all the luxury of time in the world, push natin siya. Nevertheless, it was an awesome exchange, guys. And we have more, syempre, coming right up for all our viewers this afternoon when Talk Shop Asia Next Gen returns.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen.
Union Bank Global Linker has connected 50,000 plus Filipinos MSMEs to a network of 300,000 plus SMEs globally, helping them to create an online presence and grow their businesses in a new digital world. You too can grow your business with Union Bank Global Linker. Create your digital profile. Create digital business catalogs. Make new business connections. In today's world of business, your network is your net worth. Over 1 million new connections have been made between buyers, suppliers, investors, peers, and experts. Create your own e-commerce store for free, in minutes. Consumers are going digital, and your business needs to as well. Union Bank Global Linker has helped tens of thousands to go online for the first time. Benefit from over 100 specially curated business offers and more. Access online training sessions to grow your business. Participate in international digital fairs. We help businesses like you digitize in a matter of minutes and thrive even in challenging times.
Join us in Union Bank Global Linker. Let me tell you why. First, you get access to a huge network of other suppliers, partners, and even potential customers all over the world. Imagine a case where before you're only selling in your own province, but now you can sell in the provinces of India, in the provinces of Myanmar. Who knows? You might even find a customer in as far as Bahrain, United States, Australia. We have members who were able to succeed in finding customers there. You will also be able to create your own linker store. We have members who were able to generate close to 5 million pesos in just 3 months just because of their linker stores.
Visit Union Bank Global Linker every day and download the mobile app to stay connected. Union Bank Global Linker, making SME business grow simpler, more profitable, and enjoyable.
Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Business is a fast-changing landscape, and information is key in adapting to the demands of the market. Thinking forward and staying relevant with the latest trends and insights to keep your business up to date with the times. Jump into the business revolution with TalkShop Asia Next Gen.
Shop at the comforts of your home with Zalingo. Visit www.zalingo.com or through the Zalingo app and find your favorite and trendy items right at your fingertips. And of course, we're happy to announce that TalkShop Asia has partnered with Zalingo to provide you with marketing and business solution at the best affordable prices and packages. Please reach out to us through the TalkShop Asia Next Gen Facebook page. That's facebook.com/TSA Next Gen, or email us at talkshopasia2020 @gmail.com to know more.
ISA provides you with the best self-care products and services for your overall beauty in the new norm. Purchase any ISA products or visit any ISA Aesthetic and Wellness near you today. Of course, we would like to say hello to our friends from the Association of Filipino International Franchisers Inc. and Filipino International Franchisers Association who are tuned in with us this afternoon. And for her fresh and youthful outlook, let us welcome once again our Agri and Youth Advocate, Colleen Nalyaban. Hi, Colleen.
Hi guys, thank you so much for the awesome session. I'm really excited to review all of our youth guests today.
Yes, now we are off to our second set of our wisdoms from our guests. No? Ayan, thinking straight ahead. For our first, yan, we have from our episode of female leadership in business. No? Of course, we have Lynn Cheryl Reyesol of Binuhat Arts and Crafts. She said, International Women's Month for me means uplifting women. This is a celebration and a reminder that we women are important as men in the society. We are capable of bringing change into the world. What do you think of this? Unahin ko syempre si Colleen. Women power to eh.
Yes, definitely, Muriel. No, I mean, this whole episode is really super exciting for me. I mean, as an advocate as well of women empowerment, it's so amazing to just see all of these entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs who are, really flourishing in this industry, in the previously male-dominated industries. No, so it's really high time, and it's really a sign that women are very capable and that we are, taking over. So, sabi nga ni Beyonce, di ba? We're on the world, girls. So, definitely, this is a testament to that.
Ayan, no? Syempre, hindi pa patalo ang representative doon. What can you say about this?
You know what? Alam mo, actually, this season was really a revelation. Gaya nga ng sabi ni Colin, women domination. Kasi as we were browsing through the quotable quotes natin and the list of guests that we had, you'll be surprised. No, almost 70% of our guests were females. Diba? And it was it was pleasantly surprising kasi you really see women stepping up and taking a more active role in the business industry. And it's not just sa mga guests natin. We can even say this for the Talk Shop Asia business community. We have the likes of Muriel, of course, Colleen, we have Arlene Padua, we have Rosario Kahupong, and these are all like power women, alam mo yon, who are taking the lead in their respective programs, their respective industries, and you really see the change they bring in into the world, not just with their families, but with the economy and the business sector as a whole.
That's true, no? Siyempre, push ko pa ng konti. Lahat yan, nakita natin yung significance nila ngayong pandemic. In this really trying times, magugulat tayo na talaga sino ang mga naging online sellers, sino mga naging homemakers, women, no? So, the significance of women in all areas and aspects, whether in business or in one's existence in life, talaga naman, very significant, no? Siyempre, on to the next, Jom. Ayan, another, diba? Another from, of course, the same episode, Female Leadership in Business. This is the second generation leader, no, of Wedding Library, Alex Natividad. She said, We should be proud of what we have achieved as women, promote what we do, whether it's launching your own business or finding fulfillment in raising a family as a housewife. Let us not be ashamed or scared of what we are doing and pursue what we want. If other women can, so can you. Colleen, your thoughts?
I think what's very remarkable about Miss Alex is she looked into the dichotomy of women in society, no? Kumbaga parang there is that certain expectation where women should be homemakers or women should prioritize their children and things like that. And I think it's very powerful as a woman to be able to balance that out and to be able to excel in both of them. I mean, that's something you can't just find anywhere. The strength, the passion, the inspiration that that can give you. So it's really remarkable to see that come through during the event of the pandemic as well. Not to mention she's the second generation leader, no? I mean, just continuing family legacy, the heirloom. It's such an amazing, yeah, it's such an amazing spectacle.
Correct. Now, Dawn, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Listening through and reading through the message of Alex, I want to quote Miss Universe 2019, Zoe Binitunzi, no? She said that, it's time that women take up space, hindi ba? And I think that's exactly what women are doing right now. Gaya nga ng sabi din ni Colin, women are homemakers, and we see them doing really well in the business too. So you see them taking in space, standing their ground, cementing their position in the society. And I think that's very admirable. And speaking of Miss Universe, let's not forget to support Miss Rabia Mateo. Hindi
Yes,
ba?
Yeah.
Oo, that's, of course, women empowerment. Ipapasok natin yan kasi that's happening tomorrow. Hindi ba?
Yes.
Muriel?
yes. Best luck for our Rabia, di ba? Go. No, but this one, no, sabi nga, hindi lang beauty ang nabibigay ng women, of course, no, in all aspects. Here she reminded that not just women, but in general, to take notice, no, of all our little and big wins and achievements in business and in life. Kasi it's always, the balance that you give in both aspects of life, no? So, yan. We move on to the next. Oh, from my good friend Miguel. Ako, nagutom din tayo sa episode nito, no?
Oo nga.
Diba?
Ito
So,
Zamboanga
of
to,
course,
diba?
yes, no? Proudly Pinoy episode we featured here and celebrated the Filipino craftsmanship, food heritage, and people. So we have Miguel Moreno of Palm Grill. Here he said, we are here to show the world that there is so much to be proud of the Filipino culture and heritage. Right now, Filipino cuisine is not as famous as other Asian cuisines. But hopefully, in the near future, our flavors will be way up there in the world to appreciate and enjoy. Ayan, oh. Don, what can you say about this?
Alam mo, yeah, actually, I agree with him, no? Yung products and the food that we here in the Philippines have, it's really world class, no? And I think aside from that, every region, every area has something to offer. Kaya naman, if you're in the Philippines and there's 365 days a year, so you can expect that there's gonna be something new that you will find dito sa Pilipinas, no? Kaya naman we see the likes of Anthony Bourdain, trying out adobo, even Jollibee, di ba? Di ba? They enjoy
Oo, di ba?
Jollibee. The entire world is enjoying Jollibee right now. We see Selena Gomez also cooking adobo, di ba? Syempre, pag nakikita tayo mga Pinoy, we're very proud. Makita natin sa Facebook, ay gumagawa ng adobo. You can expect na mag-blow up itong kanilang content, hindi ba?
That's true, no? How about you, Colleen?
Yes, I think also it's amazing that they can cater to a very diverse group of and culture of food. Like anywhere you go in the Philippines, there is always one delicacy, one specialty that's unique here. You can't find it anywhere, ganyan. And I think it's something worth bringing out into the world, diba? I mean, where do we start, diba? Even to look into these businesses? We start from our own backyards. We start from our own communities. And I think the best message here is tapping these communities and then creating amazing products from them, bringing them up to a level that is world class and globally, competitive for everyone else. That's an amazing insight that I got from this one.
Totoo, no? Siyempre, we rara on the Pinoy pride of our culture, heritage, our delicious food, no? Envisioning the great potential of our cuisines sa buong mundo. Totoo naman, no? I'm glad na even, like na-mention ni Don, no? Dami na nag-take notice of our adobo. And now even the lifestyle channels in other, cable channels, meron ng Filipino touches. So that really makes us proud as a Filipino, no? Yeah, next. Oh, from our coach, of course, no? This one naman, syempre, our people when it comes to, from Coaching Connect, Miss Jackie Caniza. Ayan, thinking straight ahead, what makes the Filipino entrepreneur successful are our resilience and creativity. Those things put together are a really good formula for creating new ways of addressing the needs of customers. And I would love to see those traits be recognized on the global scale because Filipinos can compete globally. Oh, your thoughts on this, Don?
Ah, alam mo, totoo to, no? If anything, this pandemic really brought out the creativity in all of us, diba? The leadership in all of us. And this creativity and this resilience, kung saan kilalang kilala tayo mga Pinoy, binaha ka man, di ba? O kaya naman, nilindol yung area natin, nasunugan tayo, nagka-COVID tayo. Kilalang kilala ang mga Pilipino pagdating sa resilience, hindi ba? And couple that with creativity, I think we will be able to achieve bigger and greater things. And this is something that really we can offer to the world stage.
Agree. Now about you, Colleen?
Yeah, I think what's really powerful about this Focus Connect came from, just different experts around the Philippines, and then they organized to create this amazing organization. And with the basic advocacy and business helping people get to the business. And I think that's very powerful because as Filipinos, we don't just stop at resilience. We make things better. We do something about it so it doesn't happen again in the future. And I think that's a very powerful message to send out there na hindi lang tayo basta mag-weather out ng storm. We will make sure even if it happens again, we will not be as affected as before.
Totoo yan, no? Syempre highlighting the, sabi niyo nga, outstanding character of the Filipinos in general, being resilient and creative. Talaga naman, no, kayang-kaya makipagsabayan globally. Of course, given enough opportunities, di ba, and avenues, hindi tayo magpapatalo sa ganyan. Next. Oh. Ayan, we have Nako, ito, ang sarap din nito. Si ating TLM Yema Mukupay, no? In our episode, We Are Family. Nako, this is one episode na medyo tumatak din sa atin. We had this episode Easter Sunday. So, medyo memorable sa atin yung episode na to, no? Of course. Medyo emotional din to. This is one of the few episodes na medyo everyone got emotional, no? So, Leonora Magaling said, Miss Nora said, each step of the business from production to interaction with customers and partners has to promote a feeling of family. Our business would not have been possible if not for them. Thus, everything we do is an act of gratitude to them, and we try to inculcate this in every activity that we do. Oh, your thoughts on this, Don? Naalala ko tong episode na to.
Maria, since you mentioned about this episode being emotional, no? Alam mo, I think this is also one of the episodes now when Miss Nora was, becoming emotional. Parang I felt also a tinge of, I'm not usually emotional. I'm not usually emotional. But at that point, parang may iyak yata ako. Why? Kasi, we see the journey. Oo. Konti na lang iiyak na ako. We see the journey, of how they built the business, and how in a trying time such as the pandemic, really the strength of the family being together, how it helps you weather anything, hindi ba? Na parang times may be tough, But having the support of your family there, your husband, your wife, your kids, your in-laws, and even your neighbors who you treat as family already, who treats you as family. Hindi ba? It all comes together. And I think that's also where the resilience of the Filipinos come from. It's that feeling of family. Na pag, nakilala mo na siya, you treat them as family. So there's always that bayanihan spirit that doesn't, that persists in all aspects of our lives.
I agree, no? How about you, Colleen?
Yeah, I think etong episode na din, I mean, coming from sabi ni Haren, Don and Muriel, no? I think what makes us really relate and emotional about this episode is that it also highlights how yung adversities of creating and building your own business. I mean, it's that reality that hindi siya talaga ganun ka-evident when it comes to, pag nakita na yung successes and pag nandun ka na sa peak of your performance, that's not something people generally talk about. But it's a vital and it's an essential and normal part of the business process and getting into that level of achievement na you want your business to have. And sabi nga ni Don kanina, di ba? Sabi nga ni Don kanina, ayan, I mean, the very thing that makes us resilient is our families, di ba? I mean, Filipinos are called the most hospitable people for a
Yeah.
reason, di ba? We treat everyone as family. It's such a great culture that we have, and I think, this is something we have to continue to the next generation.
Agree, no? Tsaka dito rin, no? Syempre, we were reminded, no, that we should always be thankful and never forget people who helped us in our business and life journey. Kasi here, no, kahit na may business na the family is there, they did not, walang naiwan, nobody left behind. Dun sa nagsimula na negosyo nila, all throughout, yung mga team or yung staff niya, binigyan din niya ng pangkabuhayan. Kasi nga, family, di ba? Ganun tayo. And it's very nice to have that as a culture in our, as a Filipino. Yan. Yan. Next. Nako, ito, no? Speaking of being emotional, sabi sa'yo, this is one memorable episode, no? Again, from the same episode, business making it big, we have Doc Edwin Bernabe of our very loved Show My's Best, no? The bayanihan in the family is very much alive. The little things that everyone can do together makes better and greater things possible. The value of mutual respect and compassion we extend to our employees and our frontliners and makes work feel like home. Ayan, no? From Doc Edwin, Don.
Mhm. Yeah, siguro just to add on yung nabanggit ni Maria, ni Colin earlier, na normally, yung pag nag-startup ka, hindi natin nakikita what the struggles is it. I think this is they are one of the best examples. We know
Yeah.
from my house as a as a top tier brand. It's it's a brand that everybody recognizes. You see it in the mall, you see it in the train stations, you see it everywhere. And sa discussions and sa kwento nila Doc, they had to start small. It was a recipe of her mom that they learned, hindi ba? And then they would produce it on their own home. Silang magkakapatid ang nagbibenta. They also failed several times in the business, but they stood up because they had the support of the family, and that is what built Show My House into what it is today. Hindi ba?
That's true, no? Colleen.
Yes, definitely. I mean, most of what Don said and what you said, I mean, you won't really get to that point unless you have the support of your family talaga from the get-go. I think it's a very remarkable and it's such a different journey if you're with them or versus if mag-isa ka lang talaga when you get there. So I think hopefully in the future, ayan, to inspire other people out there, if you get the support of your family as well, just continue the endeavor, just continue to keep pushing, diba? And you will get there as well.
Totoo, no? Doc Edwin and their story, their brand story, made us reflect on the value of family, life, and business all together. No? Talaga naman from his experiences and challenges. And syempre, hindi sila nakalimot on sharing their blessings. This was one episode where, of course, Doc Bernabe and Bernabes, shared a kabuhayan package for 2 lucky viewers that we had that day, no? Talaga naman. We are indeed blessed with our guests and their wisdom that was shared during this season with us, no? What do you think, Don?
I have to agree, Mariela, no? Kumbaga, everything that we are bringing up right now, they're of equal relevance, hindi ba? Kaya naman, for everybody who would want to learn more about the course that we are, sharing with everybody, these are all available in our social media pages. You can always look back on what we're sharing right now and, think about, if it's something that you can apply in your own businesses. Colleen?
Yeah, same as well. I mean, it's very powerful. I mean, the message here is there are several different aspects in building your business. It's not just, you have a great idea today and then tomorrow you execute it and automatically the next week you're going to be the best at it. It's not like that, kumbaga, diba? It's a series of growth. It's a pattern of just pursuing excellence, and it's making sure that you get there with the right people, with the right advocacy, and you maintain it to be sustainable. And that's, I think, that majority of what these messages are telling our fellow viewers as well, no? And I think we have helped a couple of businesses as well, especially in the time of the pandemic. I hope we gave them the courage and the push to, really continue into whatever their passion is right now.
Agree, no? Very inspiring, very insightful in everything that they've shared with us. A journey ng brand to, experiences, challenges, and how they embrace everything to be able to, move forward from all of that, no? There's so much to learn talaga. So, tune in for more quotable quotes after this very quick break. We will be right back for another set of our Thinking Straight Ahead.
Talk Shop Asia Next Gen.
Nandyan na nga, balik sa simula, ganyan lang talaga, hirap sa umpisa, ngunit ano nga bang meron, pagdihakan ng hamon, ng bawat umaga, basta't nandyan ka, may pag-asa, dahan-dahan, sabay-sabay, anumang pagsubok ng buhay, dahan-dahan tayo ay muling babangon, tuloy-tuloy ang tulong, sabay din tayo, muling susulong, pwede bang mangarap ng bagong araw, pwede bang mangarap, pwede pa, wow, wow, pwede bang mangarap, iwan ang pangamba, pwede bang mangarap, basta't kasama ka. Nandyan ka, may pag-asa, dahan-dahan, sabay-sabay. Ano mang pagsubok ng buhay, dahan-dahan tayo ay muling babangon. Tuloy-tuloy ang tulong, sabay din tayo muling susulong. Pwede bang mangarap ng bagong araw? Pwede bang mangarap? Pwede pa, oh no. Pwede pang mangarap, pwede pang mangarap. Iwan ang pangamba. Pwede pang mangarap, pwede pang mangarap. Basta't kasama ka. Pwede pang mangarap. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, pwede pa, pwede pa. Iwan ang pangamba. Oh, pwede pa, pwede pa. Mula noon, lalo ngayon. Oh, pwede pa, pwede pa. Pwede pang mangarap ng bagong umaga. Pwede pang mangarap.
Now back to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Business is a fast changing landscape, and information is key in adapting to the demands of the market. Thinking forward and staying relevant with the latest trends and insights to keep your business up to date with the times. Jump into the business revolution with Talk Shop Asia Next Gen.
And welcome once again to Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. We went through our first two sets of our Thinking Straight Ahead segment. And now for the more and full experience, let's call right back on our spotlight, JP Morales and Colin Daliaban.
Hi, guys.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So,
Hi,
ito
everyone.
po. Last set na to ng ating Thinking Straight Ahead. Drumbulan na to, guys. Okay. Okay. So, Joms, can we flash on screen? Okay, great. So, we have here, next slide, please. Yan. So, ito naman, this was our episode on innovating for success. No? So, this was all about innovations and strategies that companies did, no, in order to weather the challenges of the pandemic. So, we had on this episode for our emerging CEO, Ms. Hope Joy Palermo, the owner of Rial's Food Products, all the way from Palawan. Hindi ba, Mariel? Correct? Palawan na? Okay, so according to Hope, for me, there are 4 P's to remain inspired. First, perseverance. We need to maintain the determination. Second, passion. We should love what we are doing to endure. Third, pray, believing and trusting that we have the guidance from the Lord. And lastly, purpose, because it will allow you to inspire and uplift others too. Marielle, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, si Hope Joy, no, another inspiration in a Palawan pride talaga naman. She embraced change to move forward, but staying true to her passion, faith, and purpose of helping others amongst the many. No, what do you think, JP?
Yes, and of course that is correct. And especially if you are happy with what you are doing, definitely you will succeed. And of course, with the guidance, with the prayers, and there's purpose, ano, mararating mo ang gusto mong marating. What do you think, Colleen?
Yes, definitely. This is one of our, of course, memorable na. She talks about the most practical ways to get there and also how you keep yourself inspired, which I think is very powerful in times like this.
Totoo yun. I actually like that she had the 4 P's, no? I mean, if this is actually a very good guide kasi minsan you tend to get lost, in the challenges of life, the day-to-day difficulties. And I think it's always good to have like the basic things that you always have to keep in mind, no? So for those who may be at a loss right now, try adapting this four P's to help you out with the current situation. Okay, next slide, please. And since we're talking about innovation, who else to
Correct.
bring into the spotlight than Dexter Banyo, the CEO of Orbital Exploration Technologies Incorporated, the first space technology company here in the Philippines. So, according to Dexter, innovations are meant to provide solutions to problems. We can do something to create change. We should pledge ourselves to helping our country improve for the future, so that our outlook of things to come will be better and more comfortable for everyone. What do you think about this quote from Dexter, Marielle?
Naku, no, by far one of the capital of innovation that I've heard of, no, in their quest to conquer space, talaga naman. But nakakatuwa that they are staying focused kahit outer space yung gusto nilang ma-achieve, on the ability to embrace change and the opportunities, no, to bring it to everyone, or so mas nakararami for everyone's betterment, no? What do you think of this, Colleen?
Yes, I mean it's also very inspiring. You're like a very scientific person. I mean, when you're into business, because usually those are two words you can't really look at or hear in one sentence. So to really make an enterprise out of all of this and inspire our scientists and our technology industry to get there, diba? So it's one of the very inspiring and most innovative companies we've also interviewed in the show. Very inspiring.
How about you, JP?
Yes, and I have to agree, as entrepreneurs, even startups, you just have to continuously innovate, especially dun sa field mo. If you innovate it into something new, definitely you can deploy it,
Right. Alam mo, I actually remember watching an episode of Dexter when he joined the TV show. Now and one of the things that the panel said there is that he told Dexter that, Dexter, you're crazy, and I like that. No, normally it's the craziest things that will provide solutions. Sabi nga rin ng previous bosses ko in the corporate world, you know if you're gonna dream, shoot for the stars. But if ever you fail, at least you land
Exactly.
on the moon, hindi ba? So yeah, di ba? I mean, you dream big, hindi ba? And that's what capital exploration is doing exactly, and that's what and that's how they're inspiring us. Can we move on to the next, please? Okay, for this one naman, we had some pillars also of retail sales, hindi ba, Mariel? So this
Yes.
episode is entitled Retail Reimagined, wherein we talk to several retail companies and how they're coping with the current situation. So we had to represent Brat Pack is their senior brand manager, Miss Arlene Doroteo. So according to Arlene, for companies or businesses, being able to adapt and act quickly is still relevant up to this day. Some people may have a tendency to magnify the challenges that we face instead of changing the perspective and seeing the opportunities. As long as you have your goals and objectives set, you'll be able to rally your team. What do you think about this, JP?
Yes, actually, pwede ko siya i-relate dun kay Charles Darwin. Sinabi ni Charles Darwin na it is not the strongest of species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but those the one adaptive to change, Very timing, lalo na ngayong pandemic. If you don't adapt to the quick change of the environment, definitely mag-evaporate yung negosyo mo, no? What do you think, Mariel?
That's true, no? Of course, Brat Pack, a member of our longtime partner, PRA, no? Dito gusto ko yun, I like that she, the realness of acknowledging na we really tend to focus on challenges instead of perspective. Human nature, no? Ganyan naman tayo. But this makes us realize the different ways one reacts in order to survive. Especially during this pandemic, lahat tayo, di ba? Survival mode on in all aspect. But ito pa rin, we're still here and we're thriving as is, no? What do you think, Colleen?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I also feel like adaptation is a source of most of the innovations that we have right now. I mean, it's why we are very resilient to change. I mean, those are, I think, synonymous to each other, resilience, adaptation, and innovation. And I think it's also very
That's
notable
true.
to see na, the emotional side of it, kumbaga, the human aspect of how we deal with these challenges. And it's pretty normal to have those kinds of challenges. But at the same time, dealing with them is one of the most vital skills to be able to surpass through and succeed throughout this pandemic and all the challenges.
Mm-hmm. Totoo. You know, in reality, retail is one of the most hardly hit industries, no, by the pandemic. But that being said, we're also living in a time of technology. We're also, I think, in a sense, lucky that we have technology available to us. And I think that's what Arlene and her team and the rest of the companies under their wing are doing. No, they're really taking advantage of technology, and I think this same technology and this same innovations are also available to the rest of us, and we should take advantage of this. Okay, so next
Yes.
slide. Okay, so this is one of my favorite products. I have grown to love this. Honestly, no, so hinahanap ko na rin to. So we had here our episode was about foodpreneur, no. Dito naman when we talked about retail in a previous episode. Now naman we were talking to food companies, no. So gutuman ulito. Literally, we had four guests, no, talking about food on a Sunday
Food.
afternoon. Hindi ba? So, okay, so we have here
Yeah.
Ferch. She is the creator and the chef of Jack's Produce. No? So, according to Ferch, it's important that we continue to share with our market our product values. I'm also part of the market that I cater to, so I would know what customers need and want. In our case, we cater primarily, but not exclusively, to vegan vegetarian market and the health buffs. But now more people are looking into living healthier, and we want to walk them through how they can best enjoy healthy products. What are your thoughts on this, Colleen?
Yeah, I mean, I think ang pinaka best course natin for Mrs. Thomas as this person. What I also admire the most about her is that she walks the talk. Kumbaga, she is a vegan herself. She knows what she's doing. She knows what the customers will like, and I think that's a very vital part of the business as well, to be able to experience what your customers want and what your customers need. So you can really tap on that insight to gather and to curate your ideas based on what your customers would prefer from your business. So I think it's very vital, and we can that insight is very essential to keep businesses afloat and then to really innovate food into the next level.
What do you think, JP?
Yes, being a part na yung part ka rin ng inyong market, yung product mo, you get to know what do they really want. And of course, you will be able to cater them na kung ano yung tamang-tama na para sa kanila. No? What do you think, Marian?
Oo, no? Ito talaga, she really inspired us to, eat healthier. Kasi totoo yun doon, kahit ako, I ordered my set of bottles already. No? But really, in the process of being your client yourself, you get to create also yung need to be able to sustain the business. Malaking bagay yon to any brand. Diba na doon?
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm also in the food industry, no, and I mean healthy food industry, no. So it's also very important that you cement how relevant your product is. So for the case of Ferch, we are living in a time when our health is challenged, diba? And if you're offering something that can help your customers build their immunity, live a healthier life so that they are protected, not just themselves, but their families, then push for it because customers will appreciate what you bring to the table. Diba? So, yeah, moving on to the next slide. So, of course, we have our beloved hashtag essential Goto King. No? So, we had the pleasure of interviewing Ma'am Tix Laurel. This was one season in the making, no? Because we also
Yes.
wanted to have her on the program. So we had her during our episode about branding continuum. Um, they're a legacy brand who still thrive at the moment and who still continue to innovate in order to make the brand even more relevant up to this time. No? So according to Momtix, our goal now is really to have a network of entrepreneurs. It's not only opening branches, expanding your business, but in a sense, we want to nurture entrepreneurial spirit to those affected by the current situation, especially our employees. More than just doling out, we are here to put in that spirit and small capital that we may help them help themselves. What do you think about this, Marielle?
Nako, no, syempre our golden girl, no? Si Madam Tix, no? The wisdom of from Goto Queen herself, no? Dito na nakikita mo non-stop in being a visionary in the industry. Now, more driven to survive, thrive, and gusto ko dito, no, that she is now looking forward to the next generation of businesses in the industry to continue. 'Di ba? That is a true visionary. Eh. Gusto mo talagang legacy to continue on. No? What do you think, JP?
Yes, ayan, okay. Yes, of course, I have to agree with that. To continue the vision of the entrepreneurs, yung mga, kung ano yung mga naging visions ng mga the elders, kung tawagin nga, pinapass down sa atin, parang pinasa na yung baton sa atin. And of course, it's our responsibility to continue it and to pass it on later on sa mga next generations. What do you think, Colleen?
Yes, I definitely agree. No, I mean, being able to just continue this kind of legacy and making sure that the succession plan actually works. And I think what's also remarkable about this is she does not believe in just doling out them. Kumbaga, just readily giving them, I mean, there has to come with it a knowledge, a level of competency, and the level of experience that she has. Kumbaga, pinapasa niya yung full package, not just the financial, but like the mindset in itself, which is very important to create a business and to continue an industry like this.
Mm-hmm. Totoo yun. No? I mean, the best way we can help others is by teaching them how they can best help themselves. Hindi ba? Sabi nga natin, you don't just give a person a fish, you teach them how to fish. Hindi ba? Kasi that knowledge will get them through their life. Hindi ba? So this is very wise words, no, from Mom Tix, and we value this very much. Kasi her years and her expertise. She has been in the business for like 37 years, and there's so much wealth, wisdom there that we can only hope to have. In our years to come, no, here in the business. So yeah, let's move on to the next. Okay, so ito naman we had of course the founder and CEO of Kalaro, from one legacy brand to a very new startup that is taking the gaming industry by storm. We had the CEO, Mr. June Lasco. So according to June, always be ready and prepared for the unexpected. Have a safety net, plan B or plan C, so that if things don't go your way, you still have the capability to continue. Fail fast if failing cannot be avoided, but do your best together to overcome the situation and still come up with the best possible outcome. What do you think about this, JP?
Yes, I have to agree. And of course, maganda rin siguro may dagdag, mai-relate sa kanya yung saying na if there's no failure, there's no success. Yung mga lessons mo ng failure, that will drive you through para to become a successful person. And of course, if you have that safety net and the plan B, C, continuous ka pa rin kahit anong mangyari sa plan A mo. What do you think, Colleen?
Yes, definitely. The idea of having a safety net, since anyway, hindi ganun kalaki yung opportunity for other entrepreneurs and other industries to create plans that are so diverse and so sure of everything na everything's going to work. So what we can also do aside from that is make sure that if you're going to fail, that you're not going to quit. You're just going to keep going. And that failure is an essential part and it's also a normal part of getting to the success and growing as a whole business. What do you think, Muriel?
Oo, no? Another visionary, no? From one visionary to another. And congratulations nga pala with that, no? On the launch of Kalaro, June and Rolly. So, June indeed gave us a glimpse on how he sees things in perspective, no? By having a plan and not being afraid, no? Hindi titigil. Not being afraid of trying and continuing. Should your plans have hinders and bumps along the way, go lang and learn from it, no?
Mhm. Totoo yun, ano? I mean, this pandemic, it really forced some of us to, fail. Okay? But that being said, failure is not the end, 'di ba? Sabi niya nga, if failure cannot be avoided, at least fail fast and learn from it and move forward with your team. I think also maganda rin sabi niya dito is that, do your best together kasi you won't be able to do it by yourself. You have your team with you, you have your business partners with you have your families with you. So push forward together and you will be able to do better things, better way of doing things, no? That will sustain you throughout the future. Okay. So next slide. So this one is very recent. Recent. No, this was just last week, Mariela. No, so we had the pleasure of interviewing Miss Rowie Mati for our Strive to Thrive episode. She's the CEO of Galileo Enrichment Learning Program. She is a seasoned educator. Kaya naman, at the top of her priority is really maintaining the education system, helping out students, families, in order that this pandemic does not put a stop to our opportunity to learn. So according to Rowie, it's very important to keep your vision and advocacy in mind. There should be leadership, someone who will bring everyone together. Though you may be uncertain of what is going to happen, just make sure that you survey everything and decide. Be the leader that your team will follow and continue pushing forward. What do you think about this, Muriel?
Oo, no, being a leader in the education industry in the new normal na prove yan ni Rowie and team, no? Reminding us that despite and in spite uncertainties, you should remain focused, no? And in times, really step up and lead and inspire others to head on, no? JP.
Yes, I have to emphasize yung sinabi mo, Muriel, yung focus. Everyone right now should need to have yung focus. It's very important, kasi yan yung magiging determination mo rin kung paano mo makukuha yung goals na gusto mo. Kung ano ba yung mga achievements na gusto mo ma-achieve. If madali kang ma-distract, and of course, definitely, may hirapan ka mag-focus. What do you think, Colleen?
Yes, I have to agree as well. No? And it's also remarkable that Miss Rowie is an educator herself. And that speaks a lot to the kind of consistency, the kind of teaching, the kind of leadership that she has right now. It's a big part of that. Kasi you can see na she leads by example, and if she can't do it herself, she won't ask people around her to do it themselves, diba? And that's, I think, a very specific part of how you become a leader, and don't just pass on your dues and your responsibilities to the people below you, but do it yourself as well. That begets a lot of respect, and that makes your team more inclined to be with you all throughout the way, kahit during in the event of adversities even.
Mhm. Totoo yun, no? Actually, I think the last episode that we had was a perfect way to, tie up our first episode. If you remember, the quotable quote that we had from JP was that, 2020 was an opportunity to learn, and 2021 is an opportunity to act. Hindi ba? And then for our last episode last week, we had an educator who, yes, we have learned and we are continuously learning, and it is now is the perfect time to put all our learnings into action through leadership. Now, I think I read this once. Sabi nga nila, what sets apart a business, a businessman and a leader is that their ability to show leadership at a time of a crisis. Hindi ba? And this pretty much sums up everything that we have been experiencing since 2020 to 2021. Kaya naman it's what 14, 15 months of learning and 14, 15 months of putting everything that we have learned into action so that we will all really emerge stronger. So that being said, no, Marielle, can we proceed to the next slide, please? This season would not have been possible. We are very lucky to have had the opportunity of inviting on the programs esteemed, seasoned, also emerging leaders in the business sector. So it would not have been possible if not for our program partners. So we would like to acknowledge those who have helped us throughout the season, the 3 months of the season that we had. Now, of course, we like to give our and extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Philippine Retailers Association, Francorp Philippines, U Franchise Asia, Union Bank Global Linker, Association of Filipino Franchisers Inc., Filipino International Franchise Association, of course, the ASEAN Youth Organization Philippines, Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation or PDRF, Zilingo, True Digital, Malaysia Development Economic Corporation or MDEC, BigBenta.com, Laika, and of course, Store Hub by Beep. And of course, we'd like to thank syempre our broadcast partners, V81 Radio Worldwide, V81 Radio Manila, Big Media Philippines, and Global Pinas TV. Hindi ba, Marielle?
Of course, no. And please watch out, of course, for our next season of Talk Shop Asia Next Gen with a fresher look. Now with year 6 of Talk Shop Asia Business Media Community coming to you very, very soon.
And of course, thank you as well to our viewers for tuning into the show every Sunday. Maraming salamat po. We really appreciate your weekly presence and of course your inputs. It indeed has been a great season.
And of course, thank you as well to Talk Shop Asia coming from the ASEAN Youth Organization. It's been such a pleasure. So, we are signing off for now, but we will see you very soon with more exciting guests and practical insights you can use and apply in your business and daily lives.
Yes, no, thank you guys. No, it's been a pleasure to share this season 21 with the three of you, of course. This has been Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Let's jump into the business revolution.
Let's talk, let's shop here at Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. We'll see you all in the next season of Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
The program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trends with norm challenging brands, paving the way to be next generation business leaders. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, connecting you to the future. Hosted by business and transformation mentor Rolly Bagaspas, franchise and business coach Don Senita, and beauty and business maven Muriel Villanueva. Together with Mr. Millennial JP Morales and agri and youth advocate Colin Laliaban. Jump into the business revolution. This is your Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only